Delinquent dinosaur here, and I just wanted to yap about a conversation I had earlier with my mother. I say conversation, it was more like a bunch of opinions stated towards one of each other. And it's about the morality of stealing. Now, my mother came home from work and she was explaining to me about how her day went. And she mentions this homeless man who steals food and runs out and apparently he has a home, and like he's just pretending to be homeless. That's kind of irrelevant to my opinions on stealing food because obviously having a home means you're not homeless, meaning that you could hopefully be able to afford food. But aside, even if you have a home, I believe that food is a human basic right. Now, I am someone who has been employed before. It's not like uh, what do I want to buy? I'll just buy that. I'm someone who has worked. Sadly, I'm trying to find a job now. The current job search in the UK has been very tragic to say the least. I'm ass. But even when I was working at McDonald's, when people would come in and steal food, I wouldn't risk my life or put myself in any form of harm's way to protect the company's money. Even though stealing fast food is a lot less indicative, in my opinion. I believe that people stealing groceries or hygiene products or like basic necessities to live like a healthy life, aka to stay clean and to stay fed, that's fine. I don't see the problem in stealing. Um, for survival that is. Obviously, stealing electronics. It's like if someone came in and stole a bunch of toys or a bunch of alcohol or a bunch of also Brothers Guns getting for like free pay because I did my Steam account. Shit's tough. But if they're stealing like toys or like alcohol or like just like very unnecessary things or stuff to steal and for them to resell. Because I used to live in a rough part of Milton Keynes, and there'd always be like homeless people, not homeless people, but obviously people addicted to drugs, knocking on doors with stuff they've stolen, hoping to resell it. Then obviously if people were stealing that, then they should go to jail. They shouldn't, well, not jail. I think actually we shouldn't punish people who steal with jail time, but it shouldn't be like a big thing. If they're only stealing food and hygiene products like tampons or like toilet paper or body wash, like we have to be understanding here, even in a more economic downturn in which we are in the country for plural reasons, mostly because the base level of English economics has been bankrupt for even before I was able to think, really, because I'm all I've ever known being 20 is like a downturn in England's social and economic state. Maybe people who are like a 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s now, they probably known England uh, before Thatcher, in England before Tony Blair, in England before all these poor decisions made over and over and over again. Not helping now, but politics is a different discussion for a different time. But the morality of stealing, honestly, I don't see the issue with it, which my mother heavily disagreed with because obviously even because I grew up very poor, still not economically doing great now, but nothing. It was not good. There was food banks and stuff. A lot of council care. Yeah, I'm lagging. Okay, but so even though we grew up really poor, my mother never stole, which because she isn't the type to. She's a good woman. She isn't a thief. Though, in saying that, not to discredit my mother, I don't think stealing necessarily. Actually, but what the fuck am I doing? I don't think stealing makes you a bad person. I'm bad at this fucking game. Holy fuck. I should be playing Hunger Star or something. Like, what the actual fuck am I doing? But no, I don't think stealing makes you a bad person. I feel like culturally, thieves have been painted in a really negative light. Obviously, because breaking the law is bad. I don't know any way you can really coat it. Breaking the law is bad. There is nuance. I think everyone in the world has nuance, and I think that we, as a society, paint all crimes the same. When in reality, it is just not. I'm actually so shakes. But obviously, mother brought up how she didn't steal when we was very financially ruined. I say we as if I was doing anything. I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But she didn't, and she was like bringing up how if she can make it through life without stealing, no one should, you know, steal. And that is a hard way to argue with because it makes sense. Logistically speaking, 100% makes sense. I agree. And it's not like she's talking from a place of privilege. Like I said, food banks are very poor. Did not make ends meet most of the time. But eventually, my mother got there and still is. Um, but I think there is a level of nuance in which I think if someone is poor and can't afford to eat food or afford food with rent and other stuff that's necessary to life, I think that them stealing, we shouldn't look down on them. They're not. It's like dehumanizing to think of them as less than just because they need to steal a millionaire's profit to fucking eat. Like, I don't give a fuck if, like, some millionaire loses some fucking, stuff. Just loses some profit. Holy fuck. I, I need to put, like, a black screen here. This gameplay cannot be shown. This is terrible. But, then she brought up a point in which if everyone steals, then the price of food will be increased, or price of everything will be increased to kind of deter, not deter, but like as a reason, as a response. There we go. That's the word. A response to the stealing, and that's fair. But I'm not saying more people should steal. I'm just saying I don't think there's anything morally wrong for people to steal basic food and like cleaning necessities to stay healthy and alive. I'm not saying everyone should steal. I think if you're in such a desperate situation, which is that's the only way you can get food to live, I don't think there's something wrong with that. Obviously, I think stealing is bad. Like I'm not some anchonist. Uh, what's that? What's the people that won about it then? Arcanist. There was like a literal fucking TV series named after it. Arcane. But no, sorry, I just getting kind of locked in. But no, the things are wrong with it. That's unfortunate. But no, then she talked about how price of food will increase because people are stealing. The price of food is increased so much already, in which they already account that in the price. They would never like do that unless such a big influx of stealing happens, in which it's like millions gone on profit due to stealing, which I don't think will ever happen. Mostly because everyone does have the basic level of understanding that stealing is wrong and it is a crime. Um, because I wouldn't steal. I mean, on top of me not wanting to be a criminal. Oh my god! Is it? Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna die. But oh my god! Wait, 9-4. Sweet. If only I hit the headshot. But no, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And then she talked about how when the homeless person stole food from her work, one of her coworkers ran after him. It's just so absurdly stupid to me. On top of me not thinking anything's wrong with stealing food when someone's in needs of it, I won't judge them. That's basically what I'm saying. I won't judge him. On top of that, who's gonna run after them? Dude, I'm not. You're telling me that you would want to risk your well-being for a company that pays you barely over UK minimum wage? Trust me, you won't get fired because some guy stole food. Just report it to the police and have the police do something. Context, my mother said that the guy's been reported to the police before and the police do nothing. So at that point, it's just like, what are you actually doing? What do you think that you're gonna get like a bounty or something? Like, no, it's just you're working and they're gonna be like, even if you catch him, it doesn't matter because you won't be able to sell the food anyways. Even if he doesn't open it, like I wouldn't want to fucking put that back on the oh, I wouldn't want to put that on the shelf. I wouldn't want to put that on the shelf. It just was like I don't know what you get out of it. Oh no, I chased after a homeless man. Or apparently he's pretend homeless, but I chased over a homeless man to get back some food. Like I don't even. It's just it's wrong. Honestly, I think it is idealistic of me to be like, I don't think stealing is wrong. Obviously, I think stealing is wrong because it is not. I wouldn't want to be stolen from. If I own a store and someone stole from me, I'd be like, uh-oh. But this isn't like me with like a local store. This is a multi-million fucking company here. Like, even anyone in high management are making hundreds of thousands a year just because they're old. No, no, actually, that's just actually a complete back in life for me. Not just because they're old, but actually have insight and they do have a reason that they get paid so much. But also, a homeless person is just a dude. I feel like we demonize poor people and homeless people so much that they're not even seen as human. But at the end of the day, we're all human. The millionaires, ooh, the millionaires, the 100 fucking thousand people a month, like we're all just people. And oh, I think people deserve to live and eat and stay clean and healthy. It's a human necessity. Why should they get punished just because they're homeless due to either their own doing circumstances or circumstances that are outside their control? It doesn't matter. We're all human. We all bleed red. It's just what I'll never understand. Such a dehumanizing way we have to talk about people who have committed the crimes of not having enough money to live. Like, that is just the crime that being poor and homeless is. You're demonized because you don't have enough money to live. It's not like you've killed someone or raped someone. You haven't done anything that's actually a negative to society. You're just poor. That's just all you are. You're just poor. So, I don't know. That's kind of like just my opinion on it. Hopefully next time I have one of these apps, I'll be playing a game I'm actually good at, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or HSR.